in Tam Dao National Park, 70 kilometers from Hanoi, visiting the Animal Asia's Vietnam Bear Rescue Center. Since 2007, this sanctuary has provided the lifetime care for nearly 200 rescue bears in Vietnam. The bears that managed to survive have great story to tell, but people who have saved and changed the life of those unfortunate creatures is so adorable. In this episode of Expat Living, we're going to meet with a scientist from the Netherlands who has dedicated her past 8 years in ensuring that best possible care is given to the rescue bear in Vietnam.
I'm Annemarie Wegenaar. I come from the Netherlands. I'm the Bear and Vet Team Director here at the Vietnam Bear Rescue Center for Animals Asia.
Annemarie joined Animals Asia, an international NGO on animal welfare, in 2006. She first worked at the Moon Bear Rescue Center in Sichuan, China. 2 years later, she moved to Vietnam as senior bear manager to establish the rescue center in Tam Dao National Park.
I came over here together with a vet nurse, and we really set up everything here. There wasn't anything. I just couldn't believe the cruelty that these bears had gone through on the farms to extract bear bile. There's not many bears left in the wild in Vietnam, so as long as people buy bile, there is a market for it. I've seen big changes. Many bears will come in. We also work on the bigger picture in Vietnam to end bear bile farming altogether. It is the best job I've ever had, and I find it being very fortunate to be in this position where my passion is my job.
In Vietnam, about 1,200 bears are held in captivity on farms and subjected to regular bile extraction, according to the latest figures from 2015. Bear bile farming has been illegal in Vietnam since 1992, but still, bears have been found in illegal captivity across the country and have been poached from the wild, as people still believe that bear bile is an irreplaceable ingredient in traditional medicine. Bears may be kept caged like this for up to 30 years. Some bears are caged as cubs and never released. Farm bears suffer from trauma, disease, and malignant tumors that ultimately kill them. In an effort to end bear bile farming in Vietnam, Animals Asia signed an agreement with the Vietnamese government in 2005 to build a sanctuary for bears rescued from bile farms. Since then, 160 bears have been rescued.
Over the years, we've rescued quite a few bears that actually have been voluntary handover, and that is very encouraging. It also most likely means that farmers see that their profits are dropping, so there is maybe less demand for bear bile, and therefore the farmers cannot ask as much for their bear bile anymore.
With these rescues, the central province of Thừa Thiên Huế was the first locality to terminate the practice, followed by Binh Thuận province. Quảng Ninh province closed down the long-standing industry in late 2015, with the last 33 bears rescued. The rescue bears are now living at Animals Asia's Vietnam Bear Rescue Center in Tam Dao National Park. As of June 2016, it is home to 148 moon bears and sun bears being rehabilitated by Animals Asia's expert veterinary teams. Before the newly rescued bears can actually touch the grass in the outdoor enclosures, they have to be quarantined for 45 days. V162 Châu from Da Nang Central City was Animals Asia Vietnam's first rescue in 2016. This is the 7th day in her quarantine period, a precaution that will make sure no diseases spread to the current bears at the center.
Châu went into surgery last week, so she had been here for a week, and we decided that we needed to do a full health check. And so she was on the table, and she had a lot of really bad teeth, really rotten. And so in total she had to have 11 teeth extracted. So she's been on a special diet since that time because it hurts maybe a little bit to eat.
The bear team comes here 4 times a day to give her water, proper food for her damaged gums and teeth, and a shower. Anna-Mary visits her quite often to make observations about her behavior and the development of her health.
Hello, Nyok. If you can just ask Zhang how Cho has been doing this morning. She seems to be quite stereotypic, and just wondering if she is pacing so much every time he's been coming here this morning.
Zhang said that Cho was seen pacing around her cage sometimes. Cho just has a soft enrichment, so she eats her enrichment items, okay, without pain or discomfort.
Okay, thank you.
Most of the rescue bears suffer some forms of physical impairment. The 10,000 square meter semi-natural enclosures are designed with climbing frames, hammocks, swings, and rock pools to stimulate their natural behavior in the wild. Bears love to be challenged to stretch and climb.
And these bears will go outside in large open enclosures, and that's where they live in groups of 12, 16, maybe up to 18, or one group actually up to 21 bears together. And you can see that a lot of them really enjoy that interaction.
From 3 little cubs to almost 150 bears today, each of the rescue bear has touched Anna-Mary in a special way. Meet Vandrew, rescued from the former hotspot of Bear Bar Farms in Quảng Province in 2010. He was unbelievably skinny back then, with eyes infected, a right leg missing, and an extremely damaged gallbladder. After a year of recovery at the center, the one-eyed, 3-limbed Vandrew has embraced his new life to the fullest.
Seeing him grow into this really healthy-looking bear, going outside, making friends, and really enjoying being outside, it just made my job so satisfying to know that we could help bears like Vandrew and so many others to give them that life they so deserve after so many years of suffering on a farm.
Not all of the rescue bears are as lucky as Vandrew. Out of the 160 bears rescued by Animals Asia in Vietnam over the years, 14 bears were too sick to recover from their deadly injuries or trauma. Here lies Simon, rescued from an illegal bear farm in Quảng Ninh Province in 2015. Simon made it through a 230-kilometer journey from Ba Mun Island to the sanctuary in Vĩnh Phúc, where he was supposed to live the life he deserved. But the sick bear lost the battle to take back his life after 3 months, despite all the medication and care from the team.
We all so badly wanted him to know what life was there after living in a cage, and we always look very much forward to our newly rescued bears going out on the grass, and unfortunately Simon never made it on the grass. So we actually decided to bring the grass to him. So we had our horde team bring in some grass to his den, and he actually really enjoyed that. He sat on it and he ate some of the grass and he played with the grass, and it was just our way to show him that there was something good.
Dutch scientist Anna-Mary Wegner heads up the bear and vet team at the Vietnam Bear Rescue Center, ensuring that the best possible care is given to the rescue bears. Anna-Mary oversees the bears' diets, places food orders, and ensures enrichment calendars are followed correctly. In the bear kitchen, a huge amount of food is being prepared for 148 bears at the center, including several special diets for particular bears. In 2015, the sanctuary's bears munched through hundreds of tons of vegetables and fruits, including more than 45 tons of apples and pears, which are bears' favorite, not to mention this icy goodness.
Cái này là gọi là nước quả đông lạnh cho gấu, nó là làm giàu cho gấu, thì trong này có hoa quả tươi này, mấy cả nước thì bọn chị làm đông lạnh cho gấu để nó cho ra ngoài bán hoang dã thì nó có thời gian nó ăn được lâu hơn, nó chơi với này nhiều hơn.
Animals Asia's enrichment program is said to be second to none. 20 variations of 5 different enrichment items are rotated daily.
Well, let's now move on to one of my favorite activities here at the Vietnam Bear Rescue Center in Tam Đảo National Park. It is the eating time, not mine, but the bear's eating time. And let's now see what we're gonna do with these. Actually, they call it here the food and enrichment items.
Why am I doing this? I'm lucky today to join Anna Mary in challenging the bears' foraging skills in the semi-natural enclosure. Enrichment items can be anything nutritious, from peanut butter to jam, popcorn, or even shrimp paste. This same combination will not be given to the bears again for 20 days.
We don't want to just put it in front of them. They finish it in 5 minutes, and then what do they do for the rest of the day?
Bears are happy to use their extraordinary scent detecting abilities to forage for these enrichment items.
If you look at our bears coming outside first thing in the morning, they first look for their favorite items, and then after that they start looking for other things to do, and the toys are there to keep them occupied for long periods of time. And these methods of feeding and keeping them occupied is actually preventing them from showing abnormal behaviors.
Out of 8 different bear species in the world, there are 2 species of bears in Vietnam, moon bears and sun bears. While watching the bears enjoy their food, Anna Mary helps me distinguish between the 2 species. Moon bears, or Asiatic black bears, have shaggy, thick black fur with distinctive white, golden crescents across the chest and large round ears. Sun bears take their name from the golden horseshoe patch on their chest, which look like a rising sun. Sun bears' ears are tiny compared to moon bears. While a moon bear can weigh up to 200 kilograms, the sun bear is the world's smallest, weighing about 70 kilograms. All of the bears brought to Tam Đảo Sanctuary received first-class medical care. Today, Leica is having her routine health check performed by a highly skilled veterinary team.
So we have 2 qualified vet nurses that are helping us here. We have Richard, who is in charge of the anesthetic for the day. So his only job is to make sure that the bear is comfortable and asleep, because this is still a wild animal that could hurt us if she wakes up.
Leica was rescued in 2008 from Quảng Ninh province, the former hotspot of illegal bear biofarms. Leica is the 15th member of this sanctuary.
She hasn't been on the table for 3 years. This is the only time we get to actually touch the bear, because we don't go in with them at all. So I just got some urine, and we'll run a urine test to make sure she doesn't have any underlying infections. We're also going to do full blood tests as well. So we'll check her liver values and make sure her kidneys are functioning and make sure she's not having an infection. She did have her gallbladder removed in 2008 because she had a really thickened gallbladder, and that's secondary to all the extraction that she's had. They're amazingly beautiful. They're the most beautiful teeth you'll see. You come and look.
Perfect.
They're so beautiful.
After nearly 2 hours of routine health checks, Leica will be moved back to her den when she's awake. 2 to 3 bears received health checks like these every week.
There hasn't been anything wrong with her, but we check our bears every 2 to 3 years to make sure there's nothing going on. And today she was perfect.
Animals Asia's Vietnam Bear Rescue Center in Tam Dao has more than 80 staff members, and almost all of them are locals living in the neighborhood. Since the center opened, Anna Mary has recruited all of the local members on the bear team.
I started interviewing some of our local staff around here, and it's amazing to look all these years later and see some of the staff that I initially interviewed in 2007 still with us today. And a lot of them have grown in their roles as well. They've developed a lot over the years.
Whoever has a chance to work with Anna Mary is touched and inspired by her professionalism, knowledge, and generous heart towards every creature on the planet.
Tôi cũng biết chị Anna Mary rất là lâu rồi, từ năm 2008 đến bây giờ. Chị là người quản lý rất là tuyệt vời. Đối với trung tâm, vì thứ nhất là chị có chuyên môn sâu, thứ hai là chị có rất am hiểu về cái cá tính con người, nhất là người châu Á. Đấy. Mà thứ ba là chị rất là gắn bó với con gấu. Phải nói là chị hy sinh cả cuộc đời cho con gấu, mà tôi chưa ít khi gặp một người như chị cả.
Nếu như không có chị Anna Marie thì chắc chắn là trung tâm cũng sẽ không được như bây giờ. Tất cả mọi việc từ chăm sóc gấu như thế nào, sắp xếp ở ngoài khu bán hoang dã ra sao, rồi là động viên anh em nhân viên, rồi huấn luyện nhân viên và giữ nhân viên lại ở với trung tâm lâu dài thì đều có công rất lớn của chị.
Chị là một con người của công việc, rất nghiêm khắc trong công việc, rất tình cảm đối với toàn thể công nhân đây.
Nhiều khi tôi nghĩ lại cũng phải người như chị ấy, thì người như tôi mới gắn bó lâu dài với trung tâm. Mà nếu không có người như chị Anna Marie thì chắc chắn tôi cũng không làm việc lâu dài ở trung tâm.
Chị Anna Marie là có lẽ là người duy nhất trong Trung tâm Cứu hộ Gấu Việt Nam mà nhớ tên cũng như là tính cách của cả 148 cá thể gấu đang được chăm sóc ở đây.
Anna Mary Wegner grew up in the Netherlands, surrounded by dogs, cats, horses, and goats. She has a Bachelor of Science in Animal Management. Since 2008, Anna Mary has lived in Tam Dao National Park, close to the bears.
I live here in the national park and I absolutely love it because I'm surrounded by nature and I live close to the bears, and I live with my colleagues who are all passionate about the job that we do here.
Anna Mary has a dream to stop the suffering of animals. This is why she went vegan years ago.
I've obviously left my family and friends behind in the Netherlands many years ago, and I would love to be closer to all of them. I do miss them on a regular basis, and I think the older your family become, the more worried you become that you're so far away. If there is that day where you think, oh, I've had enough of this, I don't want to see another email anymore, I go outside and I see the bears and I know exactly why I'm here for all those years.
During her time here at the Vietnam Bear Rescue Center, the sanctuary has grown from a small office at the front of Tam Dao National Park with 3 litter cups next door in a makeshift den, to this huge, green, beautiful sanctuary that can accommodate up to 200 bears. The welfare of the bears and their safety are Anna Mary's top priority until the cruelty ends.
Anna Mary sanctuary has been working tirelessly to turn her compassion into action. And you can do the same to help end the bear biofarming and consuming here in Vietnam or anywhere else in the world.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Time Out. Now in this week's episode we're here in central Vietnam riding bicycles to one of the oldest pottery and terracotta villages in the region. And today with us we have our guest Ni, who's a new friend I've made here in the area. So hi, where's our first stop?
Well, we are cycling to the Can Ha Terracotta Park in Can Ha village.
Okay, so and what's special about that? Can you show me now?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's go. All right, cool. So I can see so many awesome miniatures around here. Can you tell us more about them?
The most attractive thing of this park is probably the miniature of the world's wonders and the famous monuments in Vietnam. For example, you can see here is the area of Vietnam famous monuments, such as Hoi An ancient town, Imperial Citadel, and many others.
That's insane. I can also see all the world wonders over there too. Such a great way for people who have actually not been there or people who want to see it from the perspective from above to check out what it looks like.
Gốm ở đây rất là đẹp. Nói chung là mấy công trình nghệ nhân ở đây thu nhỏ, nhìn mấy cái kỳ quan thế giới thu nhỏ thì rất là đẹp.
Em muốn tham quan mình coi mình xem xét giống như cho nó hiểu được người dân như thế nào.
And the artist behind the stunning miniatures you just saw is no one else but a local artisan. Nguyễn Thành Long is the third generation ceramic artist in his family.
Khi mình làm gốm đúng không, mình tập trung toàn bộ cái tâm huyết vào gốm. Và không những như thế nhưng mà khi mình làm một cái việc gì đó mình vẫn mường tượng tới tổ tiên ông bà mình để lại, rồi mình theo cái dấu chân như thế. Mình sẽ làm theo cái hướng của ông bà mình.
Okay, so let's learn how to make this now. Rồi, con chào chú.
Chào chú ạ.
Chú ơi, chú có thể dạy bọn con cách làm mấy cái sản phẩm của chú được không?
Gốm hả?
Dạ. Vâng. If you love the ceramics and want to learn how to make them, what better teachers could you ask for but the master himself? then you may want to add some colour and salt to the finished products. Yeah, I guess you've got some art potential right there. And well, if you think you can do better than we did here, why don't you come over here and have a try for yourself. Thanks for watching this edition of Time Out. Goodbye for now, and until next time.
And that is the end of this episode of Expat Living. If you would like to provide feedback or comment on anything you see in our program, feel free to email to us at expatliving@vtv.vn. You can also log on to vtv4.vn or youtube.com/vtv4go. Thank you very much for being with us. This is Expat Living on VTV International.